My game just crashed. Um, we're Gucci. Yes, we are. Okay, so as I was saying, uh, I don't remember what I was saying. Just that Lifeboat is, I think, quite fast in qualifying. That's what I finished off. Whoa, that's a bad choice of words. Anyway, let's see, what is that some guy gonna put in? Oh no, he's just gonna start his lap. Okay, well, let's see who's on and off a lap. Aces is on a lap, but he's just starting one. What's that? Williams. Williams is just starting one as well. Is that Ferrari? No, it's not. Okay. Well, let's go back to... There we go. Sharpie 52. I think I was saying that correctly. Let's see what he's going to put him. Rick at 119.5. It's a nice banker lap. And Sharpie puts it into the 118s. Very nice lap by him. Let's see. What's Jack O'Lacker going to do? He's going to do a 121. That's not going to be his best time. As the times are tumbling. Low 118s, maybe 117s soon to come. As Spelled Wrong just puts in P3 and Ghost into the 117s. Low 117s already. He's definitely going to be trying to fight for pole. Tier 1, Lifeboat got pole and Ghost got second. Let's see if Ghost can try and come back in Elite this time around. Let's see, where's that Red Bull? That's Lifeboat. He's in a red... Oh no, that's that same guy. Never mind. Okay. As people are all getting into pits. As we're gonna watch this onboard lap of Bergen. Let's see. So these people won't be in his way. As we're gonna watch him late braking. Later than you think, but because you carry a lot of speed in turn 1 and 2 and then 3, it's easy to lose the rear or front end in turn 3 if you just steer a little bit too much. Again, easy to lose the rears as Verstappen and Sainz did in real life. And quite fast turn in second gear, that's pretty brave. Then you just chuck it into turn, I don't know which one this is, in fourth, okay. Then very risky here, you could take it flat out, but that's always going to come with the risk of spinning. Very easy to spin in that corner if you're not careful enough. And we start the final sector. Final sector is all about pushing the limits and just not losing that rear end. As this is the slow sector of the track. And then finally, we get to the horrible chicane, which is removed, I believe, for 2023. So let's see what this is going to be. 120, maybe? Not quite. It's going to be 120, 17. With that, the slowest of the times until now. But still time for improvement. 12 minutes, pretty much. So let's see, what is Lifeboat? No, that's still that sim guy. Lifeboat's still in the pits. Oh, is Bergen... What? Was that a warm-up lap? Anyway, he's just setting his time, purple sector 1 now. And he's still full on ERS, I just noticed that. Let's see, maybe it was a warm-up lap to, I don't know, warm up his tires. Let's see, he chucks it into, I think that's 7. Oh, but he's running low on fuel, I believe. Not too sure about that one. As he has second, purple second sector. Okay. Let's see if he keeps it clean into the final last couple of corners. Is he going to bail out? No, he's not. He's going to go to the finish line. What is this going to be? This does look faster than before. 118? No. Yeah, 118.8. Nice. 12 milliseconds behind Sharpie. As he's going to be heading into the pits this lap now, though, at the latest. Let's see, Lifeboat's still in the pits. Look at his teammate at Sim Guy. He's taking that corner in fourth compared to Oregon's second here. Because we have a Mercedes driver going quite slow, and Aston spinning. It's going to be not too great for the Aston driver, as he's going to be, I'm guessing, cutting the corner to get in, or he's going to do one more outlap. He's going to do one more outlap. Okay, that's surprising. Let's look at that's Sim Guy's last sector. Don't know if he's up on his time. Let's see. Quite late for the first corner of that final chicane. Flat out, last corner. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 117.4. That's going to be P2, right behind Ghost. 30 milliseconds, almost. As we can see, the Haas driver very slowly. That's not the perfect way to park, but it'll do its job. Let's see. There we go, Aces is on a lap. We're just starting his lap. Let's watch the full on board of him. Well, I'm gonna look at the boards. So, Life, PRL, Morty, Rills, and SCR F Trunk haven't set a lap, and Ghost Rider has DNF'd already. It's gonna be last place for him unless somebody gets disqualified. There is some traffic in the final sector. Is everybody getting along? Let's hope so. Yeah, looks like it. As Rick is going backwards, I just realized. Well, he's not setting records with that. Maybe fast his way backwards around Barcelona. Let's see, is he going to hit any boards? No, he's not. He's going to stay clean. That's just going to be a little annoying for the drivers watching it, but that's fine. A little annoying, that's what he is. And there's another spin. What is that? That's the... Oh, that's his teammate, Ghost. Also deciding to go wide in turn 3. Well, it's very easy to lose the rear end there, especially when you're pushing, and if you have a too tight angle or heading into that corner, your steering is going to be too much for the car. It's not going to handle it, and you're just going to very easily spin that car. As Aces vs Kings, I believe, set his lap now, and he is heading in. As there's another spin. What is that? That's Miguel. Maybe it was just slow, I'm not sure. As there is another spin. A whole bunch of spins. And an invalidation as let's look at Ghost's lap. He's gonna be finishing that, and he's very wide, but he's avoiding cars. No, he's not. He's just going very wide. Got it. So, attempt number 2 for Ghost. The reigning champion, that's what it's called. Right now he's 25 milliseconds up. Let's see if he can improve on his time. As there's another spin again in the last sector. Quite tight turn 3. He's going to be forced to go very wide here. Not quite hitting the apex, but as he also shifts into second. What an interesting shift. Let's see, he also doesn't take it flat out, so I wonder if anyone's taken it flat out yet. As he's very wide again. That's not going to be an improvement. Well, definitely not. As he's, oh, that's not a clean pit entry as they teach it in school. Well, I doubt somebody's going to be reporting that. Maybe Lifeboat is if he's in a cranky mood right there. But, yeah, that's not picture perfect. As the man himself, he definitely should know better. Aborting that lap at the very end. Let's see. What is Sharpie? He's also just starting his lap. Ace is also starting his lap. That's how you do it, Ghost. You go before the pillar, not after. But you're good. Let's see, that is the Williams of P. Manila. Well, let's look at the grid order. It's Ghost, then that Sim guy, then Reshka. Lifeboat still hasn't set a lap. Is he heading out anytime soon? Who knows? Maybe he's going to do one-shot quality, as in, same in Tier 1. In Tier 1, that's all you needed. Let's see. You're also... You're not talking about... Okay. So, let's look at... No, nobody's really on a lap right now. Sharpie is. There we go. Let's look at his final sector. So nobody's going to be in the way. As he just finishes up his lap. Try to avoid that curb there. That's not going to gain you time. It's just going to lose you some. These yellow curbs in Sector 3. All very harsh. Avoid all of them at all costs. But get as close as you dare. Flat out last corner. Kind of. And what is it going to be? It's going to be P10, 2/10s faster than before. Not quite the lap that Sharpie was looking for, but there's still time. Maybe for round 2. Maybe not. Maybe if he's really fast. His Lifeboat still hasn't set a lap. Jackalaco still down in P17. Spain is not doing him well. At the moment, at least. Let's see. There's Miguel. No! P. Manila. Just sets the fastest lap. With 2/10s clear of Ghost. As that Sim guy's just starting his lap, he's going to be looking for pole position as well. As let's look at the times. How much to go? Is it 2 minutes? Not quite sure. It's still Sector 2 yellow flags. That's, I think, just slow cars getting out of the way. 2/10s up for that Sim guy, so he just needs to copy that, and then he'll be fighting for pole position. As it's 1 minute and 50 seconds, so Lifeboat not going to be setting a lap in this qualifying session. That's a little disappointing, as that Sim guy tries to take it flat out and just invalidates barely. He does have time to restart the lap. The question is if he's going to get enough ERS in his battery. As Reshka is behind him, trying to finish his lap, looking to improve his lap as well. Let's see a Ferrari. Flat out, open DRS. What is it going to be? It's going to be not an improvement. Very close though. But that Sim guy is going to start his lap. As there are some spins of people trying to improve their laps, not quite being able to. Oh, that's not a great... It's not a great position to put your car. As Ghost... Yeah. I don't think that bothered Ghost too much, but he's not on a lap, it seems. Is he? No, he's not. It's, I think, qualifying over for Ghost. Is that enough time? We'll see. Let's look at... Where is he? Oh, Rick, down in P15. Interesting. These guys. It's going to be very close. And you know what? It's going to be super tight. I don't believe Ghost is going to get 10 seconds. This is going to be very close. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with 2 seconds to spare, Rick not quite making it. Wow, Ghost is going to start his final lap. Cutting it close. Let's see if he's going to put in the pole position. As that sim guy is able to finish his lap, not quite an improvement or as high as he'd like it to be. But let's see what Ghost can do. Is anyone else on a lap? The Mercedes of Ace is heading in. Miguel being a little bit up, but he's very slow. Oh, he ran out of fuel. Okay. As the McLaren of FCR Trunks has spun. Okay, well, now let's look at Ghost, and he invalidates just as I get on him. Again, that corner, I think it's 8. Ghost really trying to push it. And we have a new guy on pole position, I believe. Interesting. Ghost not even making top 2. Well, what a qualifying. I don't believe there's anybody... Well, Bergen is 9 seconds down. Never mind. He's not on a lap, and FCR Trunk has retired. Okay, well that was qualifying. Lots of good and bad surprises, I guess. As we're just waiting for Ghost's car to pit. Okay, so let's go through the grid order for the race. So P Manila, it's a home Grand Prix, or it looks to be a home Grand Prix, and a pole position for him in that Williams. Right behind him is going to be that sim guy, and after that Ghost in P3. Not too disappointing, but not a surprise finish by Ghost. Reshka pops into P4, P5, Rills. P6 spelled wrong. Let's go down to the big surprises of the session. P15, Rick. That's going to be very disappointing. As is P17 for Jacko Lacko and that Mercedes in Lifeboat not setting a lap. He's going to be after fighting these two guys and everybody in front of him to make up maybe a podium, but then it's Spain again. Probably going to be some safety cars, so strategy is going to be very mixed up. Normal strategy for Spain is starting on hards and then going on mediums, although safety car is very likely. Who knows? I mean, it could be raining. I don't even know the forecast, but I'm assuming that it's not. Oh, what? Oh, why am I... Okay, well, I'll be retiring from session. I think I'll drive lap 1. Well, here we can see the strategy, I guess. I put in... Maybe because I got kicked out of the session? Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'll try not to crash, and I don't know. Okay. Uh... Yeah. I think this happened once last season, and I'll just try to... box lap 1. I'm sorry guys, you'll miss lap 1, or you'll see it from the back. Can I retire already now, or is my car going to be in the way of everybody if I do that now already? Let me see if I can... let's see if I can text someone. Okay, well, Ghost is concentrating on something else, understandably. Okay, I guess I'll just be finishing lap 1. Um, okay. Can I retire already? No, I can't. Well, look who just joined. So Lifeboat just joined the session. That's good to see at least. Okay, so 5 red lights. And away we go. Joke's on me, these are actually my good starts. Oh, and there have been crashes, multiple crashes. I'll be staying away from that. And there is a safety car. Virtual safety car. Now upgraded to full safety car as Robinet Homogen, or Homogen, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Retired from session, DNFing. And huge crash. Also 5-second penalties for Miguel and Sharpie. I'm not sure if how many people got wing damage, but it sure is a couple of them. Like I said, safety cars are very imminent in Spain. Let's see, is anybody gonna box already? I'm guessing the people with damage, but otherwise it probably wouldn't make sense. I mean, do hards go to the end? Ooh, you're asking the wrong person. I don't know. Maybe hards go to the end. One of the medium runners could try it, but there will probably be another safety car, so... Oh, as Rick spun. Retire from session, there we go. Okay, so now we can... I'm retired, right? Okay, perfect. Now we can see. Ghost losing 1 position. Let's look at the positions. Position change. Rail's up by 2, but he does have a penalty. Ghost down 1, Reshka down 1. And then these guys down there. Lifeboat, Miguel, Sharpie, and Rick all pitting for what tires? Let's look at the tires. Hards for Miguel and Sharpie, mediums for Rick and Life. Interesting. So everybody from Bergen down has boxed this lap. Yeah, let's look at back at position change. Any big winners? Yes. CSR Tronk, 5 positions gained. Ghost Rider, although he is... Isn't he... I thought he was an AI, but I'm not sure. Maybe, because he didn't box. I'm not sure if he still is or if he's not. Safety car is not in this lap, as we can see the predictions of strategy right now already. Safety car is not in this lap, is it? No, it's not. It's out one more. Okay. So FCR Tronic, 6 positions now. How did it change from 5 to 6? Am I tweaking? Well, it did, somehow. Womack's up by 3. That's nice to see. As we have Bergen, the big... Oh, there we can see Bergen. Oh no, Bergen was 13th. Bergen the big loser in that crash. Or maybe he just boxed. Who knows? So this will be a standing start for us. 30 laps of good racing, I hope. And yeah, let's see. Rick now all the way in last place. He lost 3 positions, so not too many. He had no wing. I think he lost under safety car, but maybe he already had damage, so. So we can see the hard runners weaving from left to right, or, well, everybody is trying to get some tire temp in. It seems like safety car is going to be in this lap. Just making sure that my stream's going. Yes, my stream is going perfectly. So, as we get the notification from race control, safety car is in this lap. Wait, what did I call him? Okay, Molina. I'm sorry. I'll just call him P. Molina. As he gets to decide the pace for the next sector, when he goes, it's go time for everybody else. Let's see. Rail's a little further back than everyone else. That could have been green light, as that sim guy has been caught napping. His tires not being quite up to temp yet. I'm already losing it, but having a nice little drift through that last corner, as Rills already has a look down the inside. Easy pass. And that's Rills up into P2 on those medium tires. Those definitely helping. Those getting up to temperature very much quite more easily than these hard tires. Also having much better grip, especially at the start of the stint. Let's see. Okay, so top 2 now, both on medium tires. Ghost losing a position to Reshka, if I'm not mistaken. It's spelled wrong, looking to make up one more position. Let's look down here. Lifeboat, no. Bergen up on Ghost, as Ghost, makes a move, shuts the door on Lifeboat, making sure that he doesn't get that inside line. As we look back up, let's go interval. 2/10 between that sim guy and Rills, very close indeed. As we see Ghost and Lifeboat, no, Ghost losing position to Lifeboat, and Williams behind, making two positions. Miguel down that inside, but losing that again. As we see Sharpie spin, not getting damage, looks like it. As we see the times now from the leaders. So Sharpie still very much so in this race. He just needs to keep it, I want to say dry, but on track for the rest of the race, and there will be probably another safety car. Just needs to keep it clean. Let's see, 3/10. So that's some guy just getting caught, just getting not quite his tires up to temperature at the start, but having the better pace than Rills. As you can see, he's very close to the back of him as Rick is trying to make up positions. Let's look at the Alpine of Rills as Sharpie is retiring from session. That's quite unfortunate. Okay, Rick, is he going to go for that switchback? He is, but he's not quite close enough yet. Spelled on Ghost. He could send it on him, and he doesn't. Boo. We want to see some action. Let's see if Rick is going to make a move onto him. PRL. No, he's not quite. He's going to tuck behind and stay back. Ghost now in last position, although, or Ghost Rider, I should say. Ghost is in 5th place. 2/10 still, and there's another. Oh, as Rick is 360'd, and he's spun. He's now last place for sure. So Lifeboat sets the fastest lap, and that sim guy is still very close on Rills, pushing very much so. seems like some good pace from that sim guy. He's very much so challenging for that win today. As we can see, Lifeboat, he's going to be playing the long game. He's going to have to fight 10 more positions to where he wants to be on that podium. Let's see. As Rick, oh no, he's not DNFing. He's getting his wing changed. That's unfortunate. He got some damage in that spin. As he's going to be put behind a full tire change and front wing change. Let's see. That's some guy. Rill's getting the assisted DRS off of Molina. As we watch them go through that final chicane. Who's going to get the better exit? That's going to be the most important thing for this straight. As that some guy is 2/10. This should be close enough. He is gaining. He is gaining. He's not quite. He doesn't quite have the straight line speed though. Looks like that sim guy is very heavy on downforce. That's gonna allow him to be able to follow in the corners, but not quite get them on the straights. And that's basically the only chance of overtaking, especially in the later stages. So very much so a challenge for him to fight these guys in front, especially as long as Rills gets DRS off of the Williams. As we see Ghost. Oh, as F-Trunk has lost a position, 2 aces. Ghost now on Speldrong's rear, as that sim guy did spin, but keeping it out of the walls, not getting any damage. It's looking quite okay for that sim guy. He lost 10 positions, maybe more, as he's now a little stuck on that chicane, a little stuck on that curb. That's going to be seen dropping down 13 positions. It's unfortunate, but at least he's not got damage. Yes, he has. Never mind. He has got damage. As Miguel has spun very easily to spin in Spain. Not a lot of grip, and if you take a couple of turns correctly, you can take him very fast. If you take him wrong, it'll just spit you out. As Rills has left this session. No idea where he is. Let's see, how's Lifeboat doing? He's catching up to the field. As we see P2 making a move, yes, and he is done by the time we're on him. Let's see, 5/10 between these guys. Quite close action as Jackalacco. This was within 1 second of Wumax. Okay, that's some guy. What? Maybe I mislooked. Looked like he had damage. Oh, no, he doesn't. I mislooked. Okay. These two now looking for a safety car as he goes very wide with those cold tires. As Ghost, no, PRL Moti Perez has spun again that corner. I think it's turn 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe 8. Let's call it turn 7. It's very easy to lose that rear. Yeah. As you see a slightly banked corner, as we see aces. Make up a position? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, Ghost is up into P4. That's not where it was last, but that sim guy did. Oh no, that is where it was last. Now he has a bigger gap to Spelled Wrong, as there's yellow flags. I'm not sure where though. No, I know where. It's Rick. He has spun again. This is really not the weekend for Rick, as Multi Perez is retiring from session. I can't go into. No, he's just changing his front ring. What was that? He's just changing his front wing. As Rick is almost lapped. Like a couple more spins. No, as somebody else spun. Who is that? That is Miguel again. Well, once you spin, your tires get warm and it's very easy to spin again. So, I'm not going to blame anyone for spinning on in Barcelona. As there's another spin. Is that Rick? That is Rick. As he is almost going to get... He's going to be very close to getting lapped soon. And once you're lapped, even a safety car won't really help you. He's going to have to stay away from P. Monzilla as he has very hot tires. Let's see. Let's look at down the field. These guys all very close up. Lifeboat, 2/10 to FCR trunk. As he is down his inside, which becomes the outside. Let's see, is he going to send it down into turn 7? Not quite, he's going to spin it while I'm on him. Wait, commentator's curse, I guess. Even Lifeboat spinning, although Lifeboat is prone to spin. It's not like it's too rare to see him spin. Well, yeah. Wow, so everybody having problems with spinning today. Let's see. Now it's just called keep your head down and cool off your tires so you don't spin again. As we see Rick within 6 seconds of getting lapped, he's gonna have to keep his head steady. Whoa, I'm not sure if that was the right word, as he loses a little bit of his rear. P. Manila getting closer and closer as we go down, and he overtakes down here. Not quite. Aces versus Kings, very close to his teammate Jackalacko, as Jackalacko is letting him pass. Maybe some strategic overtaking, since Aces is on medium tires, and maybe he can bring Jackalacko with him if Jackalacko doesn't feel like he has the pace to stay in front. So let's see, 5 seconds ish to P. Manila and Rick. As we look at Rick's onboard, he is very much so struggling with those medium tires. They're still very much so hot. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of grip out there. So yeah, not his weekend definitely, as he has another half spin. He's going to be praying for a safety car in the next 2 seconds, or a couple of seconds. Let's see, Lifeboat. It seems like Lifeboat is going to overtake Womax again after a spin. He's already within 2/10. Now ERS and DRS activated. Not even ERS needed. As Rick does get lapped by P. Manila, that hurts to see. As we do have another spin, it's Rills this time. Down to P7, now P9. Ooh, that's not a good way to re-enter the track. That's very close with Aces. Aces happy to avoid that. That would have been an incident for sure. As that Sim guy is setting the fastest lap, although he is very much so out of contention at the moment. On medium tires, hoping for a safety car like everybody else. Has Rick found his pace yet? Maybe his tires have cooled off now. It's been a couple of laps since his spin. Nope, losing his rear still. Just not the weekend for him. As we look at spelled wrong. As there is a crash, it is... Wait, what was that? Was that Rick again? As Rick is pitting... Oh no, he is going to be DNFing, I'm assuming. This is a weekend to forget for the Dutchman. No, he's not. He's not retiring. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. As we see Rick losing it on those cold tires. You need to chill out with the throttle pedal as he's getting out of the way for the Haas driver. Let's see. As we see Speldrong having a little oversteer moment. Ghost, surprisingly not even within the top 3, although he's on hard tires and the top 3 are all on mediums. Let's see if Ghost can bring the pace in the latter part of the stint. His lifeboat is within 5 seconds, roughly, to Ghost, and within 10 seconds of the lead. As there is a yellow flag in Sector 2, it says, but I don't see one. As Aces is heading into the pits. Rills trying to overtake Jacko Lacko on track. Jacko having the inside line. Who's going to be ahead? It's going to be Rills ahead of Jacko Lacko for turn 1, as Rick has spun again, I believe. He has. And now he's going to be overtaken by that sim guy. Or lapped by that sim guy. As that sim guy sets another fastest lap of the race. There we go. Miguel and Monte Perez having a little fight down in P15 and 16. Miguel now having DRS. Let's see if he can fight back and have an answer against Monte Perez. Nah, he's just too far back. We see Lifeboat within 2/10 of the Haas. As we see the Haas driver boxing. So these are the normal pitting times, I guess, for medium runners. Let's see, Ghost within 4 seconds. Interesting. As we see Rick spinning it again. He's a minute behind 16th. Well, I guess he's getting some practice in for next week. Sorry. As we see Aces and Mumux fighting it out. Now let's look at Spelled Wrong. He's the fight for P2 right now. 4 seconds behind P1. Let's see, is one of them going to try to undercut the other? Or are both going to head in this lap? No! Reshka is going to dive into the pits now. That means 1 lap for Spelled Wrong. He's going to be pushing to the absolute limits. Reshka trying not to get a penalty, locking up. Now Ghost up into P3. He's in quite some clean air as we see Lifeboat now as well. Right behind Ghost, 4 seconds now between these two. They are on different strategies though, so let's see what's gonna. Ghost currently on the better strategy. He has to go on. What was that? As Lifeboat takes turn 3 a little wide. As we can see, this group of drivers very close to each other. Let's see. Of these, that sim guy probably is the fastest, so he will be trying to make up these positions as fast as possible. He doesn't have a lot of ERS to do it. He also doesn't have a lot of straight line speed to do it, so let's see where he's going to try and overtake these guys. That sim guy being very close to Umax through the whole set of these corners. He's going to get the better exit. Is he going to have a look down the inside? He is going to have a look down the inside. Is he going to get enough space from Umax? Yes, he is. Womack's going to try and stick it around the outside. That's not where the grip is, and that sim guy is going to be up one position. Is he going to take another one? Not quite close enough to the Haas driver. And he for sure doesn't have the straight line speed to overtake him in this straight. As he almost loses it and is quick to avoid the Haas driver of Bergen spinning the Haas. Now re-entering the racetrack and cutting the, well, the white line for the pit entries. Let's look, where is that sim guy? That sim guy now getting overtaken by Womack. I missed that, but Womack's going a little deep, and that's sim guy again up one position. Womack's having to stick behind now already with, out of 1 second. Why is Bergen 5/10 with somebody? Let's look at Jacko Lacko and Rills being side by side with each other. Who's going to come out in front? That's Jacko Lacko for the time being. As we see, is that Rick again? That is Rick again. Tires dirty. That means that he probably spun. Yeah. Taking the lifeboat line through turn 3. As lifeboat, speaking of the devil, is pitting this lap. He's onto hard tires probably. Are those medium tires? Medium. Interesting strategy. As he is going to come out right behind, right in front of Aces vs Kings. Let's see where Lifeboat's going to emerge. In front of Aces. That's enough time. For sure. Right behind the Haas though. Let's look at Race Director. Has Lifeboat. Oh, let's look at Race Director again. Wait, where am I? There, Lifeboat did start on the hards. So that was the strategy to do. My bad. Okay, well then Ghost and Lifeboat were on the same strategy. As we see Spellwrong, the leader of the race, currently pitting now. He's going to be overtaken by Molina and Reshka, probably. But he's going to have fresher tires than both of them. Let's see how much time he's lost to the Ferrari. Not a lot. They're going to be coming out side by side. Whoa, where am I at? There am I. As these cold tires are just not up to temperature quite yet, and Reshka breezing past Spellwrong in the McLaren, but he is going to have fresher tires throughout the rest of the Grand Prix. Let's see what he can do with that. As Lifeboat is 10 seconds behind the pair of them. Interesting. As he does set a purple first sector, as we see another Alpine spinning, well, more like the same one. Well, Ghost now in a familiar position, P1 currently. He hasn't boxed though yet, so let's see what he can do. He should be pitting any lap now, as he is heading into the box now. The pit box, that is. Let's see how far behind he'll be. He'll be like 5 seconds behind the Williams. That's going to put him right here, I believe. No, it is going to be quite some positions lost. Or time lost, as he is trying to get these medium tires up to temperature as fast as he can. Lifeboat 7 seconds, so he's lost 3 seconds to Ghost, but he has had that spin, I think, into turn 3. I think that was before, so that does make sense. As these guys are, as lap cars are getting in the way. What is it? Lap car doing? Okay. Miguel, not ghosting, which is definitely hurting hurt the McLaren of Spellwrong. and has definitely benefited Ghost, as he has caught up already 2 seconds to the pair of them, as Miguel now gets out of the way of Ghost. Interesting. I don't know, I might want to put my tinfoil hat on there. Maybe Rick is holding up everybody, and when I'm not looking, as he spins again, as we're on board with him. Could call him a hazard on track right now, but maybe he's also just given up because he's very much so lapped and out of contention for any points this race. Let's see. Ghost 1.8 seconds. See if he can make any positions up. Let's, for the moment, go to Rills in the back. He's close to Wumux, as there's another yellow flag, but I don't see anything on track. Wumux going a little wide there, taking a very narrow line through turn 3, and then opening up. So here we see, let's see if there's going to be any strategy game involved, or if it's just going to be trying to get in front first. He's going to be sitting behind Wumux for DRS on the straight. Is he going to have a look down the inside or the outside? He is going to have a look down the outside. Wumux forcing him wide as he's ahead by the corner, barely ahead, and closing that door on Wumux. Beautiful move by Rills, and up into P10. Wumux having the DRS now, but he's already 6/10 behind. That's not going to be enough. Wow. As we say that, Ghost is 9/10 behind. Spelled wrong. He is going to want that podium finish, if not that win. So he's going to try to make quick work out of Spelled Wrong. Let's see how hard he's going to fight with him. Spelled Wrong definitely fighting for positions here, as he definitely is could still get on that podium, or well, keep his podium position. Obviously, that's what I meant. As we have a Alpine, he's hopefully not getting in the way of anybody. Nope. Seems to be all clean for the moment. As we see Lifeboat struggling to catch up. Still 5 seconds between him and Ghost, as Ghost does have DRS now. And Spelled Wrong starting to blink, so that's going to be an eye-opener for Ghost, and he's using all of his ERS. Spelled Wrong not even defending Ghost down the inside and up one position into the podium positions. Spelled Wrong just giving up that position as Rick is on the outside, scaring a little bit the drivers there, probably. Maybe Spelled Wrong looking further down, already worried about Lifeboat, just trying to stick behind within the DRS of Ghost and not trying to battle him too much. Definitely bad news for Lifeboat and good news for Ghost, as it seems like they'll definitely be the protagonists in this championship battle again this season, but who knows? I mean, Molina is doing very well in this race, and almost 6 seconds clear of P2 and P3. So you see another yellow flag. That's Rick again, I believe. Let's see, Ghost 6/10. Is that going to be close enough? Not quite. Reshka saved up a lot of battery. Am I missing the telemetry? Since when? Let's see this battle for P2. Ghost very much so being able to stay with Reshka on those ones compound softer tires. He's going to be on his rear throughout all of Sector 2. Two tenths, 3/10. Is he gonna dare to have a look down the inside of turn? I believe that's 9, as there's a little yellow flag for the Haas. No look, no send. He's gonna just stick that back and try and have a go on the start-finish straight, whilst Reshka is costing him a little bit of time. Let's see, is Reshka 90% ERS? That's going to be a very much good use for now. Let's see, Ghost with 40. He's going to be having a look down the outside as Reshka is going to defend it. Is Ghost going to get that stop? Yes, he is, and that's just up one position, Reshka. Nothing you could do about it. Just on that one compound. Harder tires as Ghost goes very wide. Is Reshka going to have a look? He is, but Ghost not quite leaving a car's width of space, but he didn't have to because he was fully ahead of the Ferrari. Now let's see. Lifeboat caught up 3 seconds with him, spelled wrong, so he still has some time to gain as we look down to the Haas and McLaren fighting for P6. Not a lot of battery for both of them left, as that sim guy is looking to make up both of them, as he does have 70%. That could be a 2-in-1 go. As there is a German saying, when two people are fighting, there is a third guy and he'll, well, kind of win. That's kind of the butchered way of saying it in English. Let's see if their fighting is gonna be a detriment to both of them, as that sim guy is very much so able to follow within the corners, but he again doesn't have this straight line speed in the straights. He has a massive downforce setup going for him, as he is gaining on the house though. Is this going to be a 2-in-1 go for that sim guy? Yes, it is. Why do I have this shitty on board? And that's 2 cars in 1 go. What a beautiful overtake from that sim guy. I wish I would have gotten a better camera angle of that. What a beautiful move. Down the inside of both of them. And whilst both of them are blinking, he just used that opportunity to say thank you and goodbye. What a move. Hats off to that sim guy. As we look further down, Aces still... no, that was Jacko. Well, Rill's fighting yet again with a Mercedes this race. Let's see, both of them have saved up their ERS. Rill's not quite close enough to send it on the Mercedes of Aces. It's going to be important how good your final sector is. As Lifeboat says, the fastest lap. Okay, showing that he clearly still wants to get on that podium position. 2.4 seconds now, 2 spelled wrong, as both Red Bulls setting fastest laps now. Back to back, these guys clearly having the pace, not so much the consistency. So we look back on Rills. Is he going to make the move? Yes, he is. Is he fully ahead? Yes, he is as well. Not too big of a fight going on. Also, Ace is not defending too much. Maybe he just saw this, the speed of Rills. Who knows? Spelled wrong now within a second of Reshka. It's going to be quite close, as there's another spin or slow car. I'm not too sure. There we go. We see Aces using the DRS that he gets from Rills to keep within that, to stay within that 1 second, to be able to keep his DRS. Well, Spain being Spain, there's not too much action, but Lifeboat is definitely gonna make something happen. Let's hope. He is on medium tires, and he has a whole bunch of ERS saved up. Let's see how fast he can make this overtake. He's gonna hope that Speedrunner is gonna stay outside of the DRS of Reshka. Otherwise, this could get a little more annoying than he would need to, or not. Spelled wrong, not even covering that inside Lifeboat, just sending it but not getting the grip on the inside line there, and spelled wrong just being able to stay ahead of Lifeboat. Nice fight by spelled wrong. So that's definitely gonna put spelled wrong though outside of the DRS of Reshka, and with that Lifeboat is just gonna zoom past him. But I'm not really having the DRS to defend that, or the tires. But definitely a good drive by Spelled Wrong. Nice to see in P5, as that sim guy is pitting. What is he pitting for? Is he gonna have to retire from session, or were his mediums that done? 4 laps to go, and he's pitting for mediums, not even soft tires. Okay. Quite baffled by that strategy, but maybe the Red Bull is the new Ferrari. Who knows? I don't quite understand that strategy. Anyway, let's head back up to P, the fight for the P3, the last podium position, as we see Bergen spinning, or at least one of the Haas spinning. Yes, that's Bergen. Lifeboat on the rear of the Ferrari. Definitely within 1 second. On faster tires. With more DRS. No, not with more ERS, but with DRS and ERS, he's definitely going to be able to... Yep. He's definitely able to get level with the Ferrari. He's going to be able to be fully ahead. No, he's not. The Ferrari's definitely going to put up a fight. He's going to have the inside, though, for turn 3, and the Ferrari just has to back out of that one. Lifeboat on those medium tires, just having the advantage there. But the Ferrari looking to come back at him, scaring Lifeboat as they're lapping the Alfa Romeo. As we see Bergen and... oh, never mind. It looked like a closer fight between the Williams and the Haas, but it was him getting lapped. There we go. Rills versus Aces again, but Aces found a way to get ahead of Rills. Let's see, this fight has been going on for quite some time, as Spelled Wrong has caught up now to Reshka, since he has fought Lifeboat, or has been fighting with Lifeboat, and that has definitely cost him and Lifeboat some time. Lifeboat 4 seconds to go, so that's going to be very difficult for him to catch up. Was that? Yeah, sure. Let's see what they can do, but Rills and Aces, the battle for 8th. As that sim guy is setting the fastest lap on those fresh medium tires. There you can see Rills is setting up for, ooh, not shifting up for some reason. Maybe problems, or maybe just interesting choice. As he isn't even using his ERS. He's just staying behind Aces, having a little look, and then tucking behind. Interesting strategy. Maybe wants to be behind for the last lap. Who knows? Too late for a safety car now. As we see the Red Bull of Is it that sim guy? No, lifeboat. Lapping another car. Who does have the fastest lap? Let's look. It is that sim guy. Just taking it off of his teammate barely. That's interesting. Okay. There we go. Look at back at Rills and Aces. They're still fighting within a second of each other. And Rills and Reshka fighting for that P4. Did I say Rills? I meant Spellwrong and Reshka. Fighting for that P4. Spellwrong also not using his ERS to get ahead of Reshka. So maybe everybody just waiting to stay behind until the last lap. Let's see. Now Rills is using his ERS. And he has DRS. That's going to be a move down the inside. And he's going to be fully ahead before the corner. And that's him up one position once more. But the fight's not over yet. Aces is going to be behind. And he will have DRS for that last lap. Maybe this was Ace's plan. Who knows? As we can see, Spellwrong using some DRS to stay close enough to Reshka. That's definitely going to hurt him, because DRS is going to be very much important on that last straight, or on the last lap at least. As we see Ghost within almost 1 second. So he has caught up very much so to Molina, but they should be fine for the time being. As let's look at the Spellwrong. He's going to have a big send. He is not. He's just not even going to have a little look. Let's look at Rills and Aces. Aces quite far behind this time. 0.6. Rills using all of his ERS. As Aces is not quite going to catch up. As that sim guy is going to set the fastest lap again on those really, really fresh medium tires. But the battle for P4 is still ongoing. Let's look at Spellwrong's final attempt on Reshka. Not quite. Not quite. Let's look at the top three being at the end very close to each other. But it is going to be Reshka for the first round of the season. That's going to be P1. Right behind him, Ghost, and after that it's going to be Lifeboat onto that podium position. And it's going to be the Ferrari in 4th and Spellwrong in 5th. Let's look at Reels versus Aces. Aces just a little too far behind now to mount a challenge. So that is going to be P6 for the Haas, P7 for the other McLaren driver, P8 for Reels after that long fight with Aces, and P9 for Aces. P10 for that sim guy. If it weren't for that very, very late stop, would have been my vote for driver of the day, but very good effort from him indeed. I'm not too sure why he boxed 5 laps to go, but he will have had his reasons. As we see Wumax and Jackalacco finishing P11 and 12. As there is a... Is that a fight? That is a half fight of a lapped car and a non-lapped car. So we see Rick making a move on the Alpine. The Alpine making a move on the Alfa Romeo. Okay, well, what a race. A lot of spins, 1 safety car. So hats off to all you guys not crashing. Driver of the day, Lifeboat. Well, very solid drive from Lifeboat. He did a couple of mistakes, had some spins. If he hadn't had those, he definitely could have fought for a higher place, maybe even the win. So yeah, just the consistency again being not quite there, but the man on top today. Well, all right. It's a home Grand Prix victory for Molina. Um, Started first, finished first. That doesn't tell the whole story. Well, maybe it does this time. Very solid drive from them. Um, just kept it clean, kept it cool, and didn't buckle under the pressure. Ghost was catching up fast. Ghost, very good drive. I mean, he's always consistent. Lifeboat, probably the fastest guy on track with his teammate, that same guy, but both of them just spinning too many times. Resh got spelled wrong. Very solid race as well from them. Um, then further down we go as Reels and Aces showed us a very nice battle between the two of them. And yeah, that was race one, I guess. So, what a race. I'll see you guys next week as I just look at incidents in case anybody needs it. Okay.